Welcome back to VRule. We are about like 300 and some odd subscribers away from doing the giveaway, the Galarian Articuno tin from Crown Zenith, and we have a Pokemon mystery prize as well as two 3-pack blisters from Stellar Crown going out to 4 total winners. And I'm really excited to do it. Once we hit that 2,500 subscriber mark, that's when we do it. But today is Tuesday, which means we are looking at our Tuesday trends and seeing what kind of prices are shooting up. This past Sunday, we looked at the Sunday slip of prices, and it was mostly singles, and I tried to pull out some sealed product from those same sets to kind of compare and contrast if we want to go one video to the next. Not apples to apples here, but exactly one for one. But it's just kind of an interesting thing to kind of look at and see some of the overlap between sealed going up and the singles coming down. And also another little thing I'm going to mention probably about halfway through that I was surprised by at this stage in the game. So let's dive in. We have our Chilling Rain Elite Trainer box. I pulled up both of them actually because they're on the same trend where they are going up a little bit. There's a tiny little bump there at the top, like it might be leveling off or something, but there's not a lot of sales. So if we start looking at a long term here, yes, there's been gains over the long term from that, a year ago at $48 up to now being, $49.50, almost $50. Okay, so we look at this listing here, it's $50 with the shipping. So $50 for that, not too bad. Kind of surprising only because not too long ago, a month and a half, 2 months ago, something like that, these were back available at Target. I picked up one of each just in case, and they were at $40 MSRP. So nice little pickup there to have something to it. The Shadow Rider actually doing a little bit less than the Ice Rider, which is interesting because I thought the Shadow Rider was actually more popular. I don't know. Interesting. Similar concept here, trending up, but kind of a wild swing here. Let's take a look and stretch that out to a year. Yeah, we have the same kind of situation here where, yes, it's up a little bit, but it didn't really go up that much from a year ago. I mean, we're what, $1 higher? Not even $1 higher from a year ago. So these things, they ebb and flow. You got to be in it for the long haul. If you find a peak or you feel it's a peak and you can sell off, great. But understand these things die down and then they can come back. This is a very volatile investment strategy to go into Pokemon cards as an investment strategy. I think it's an interesting take on a form of collecting. I look at it as a collector first, and I collect the sealed, but it's an investment piece for long term. With some potential. So other things here, Fusion Strike we did look at on those single cards, and a lot of things were kind of ticking down, slipping down, but here we have the trending Tuesday going up on the Pokemon Center version here of the Elite Trainer box. Just a nice steady climb, nothing crazy. These would have retailed at $50, I believe, so not too crazy from a year ago, 66 up to now 70, so 75 with shipping. Yeah, it looks like that might be our lowest here, and maybe past sales. We're bringing down that market price just a little bit. So we're going to see that probably ticking up. And again, the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, even the Sword and Shield era where you didn't have a stamped promo, may be still worth it if you can get a hold of them. There's a few on there still, I know, and they're not that special, but they are unique. They are exclusive. They are separate. They have a different artwork, as we can see, flipping over to the regular ETB here, different color scheme, all that. So it might be worth the pickup just to hold. With Sword and Shield, I think I did one of each before that I could get a hold of. Don't have the Evolving Skies, don't have Chilling Rain, because that was right when I was coming back into the hobby. Then I missed out on those, but that's okay. Even still, Fusion Strike, regular ETB, pretty steady climb, and getting close there, getting in that, what is that? Oh my gosh, yeah. So we're shy of 65 there, and over here we were, what, 75? So for the regular ETB to be pushing up that high, that's pretty nice. That it's going to have a little bit of investment power there. Again, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box going into Brilliant Stars. We did look at these, a few of them from the single cards, and here we are at $62. I want to say these are still available on Pokemon Center. So with that, if you have the opportunity there, and you're looking to pick up something of this older nature, not really old, but a little bit older, or we get into the Illustrator cards promos coming up and they're still available at that time, that might be worth the purchase to get the free promo cards. Things to think about there. I'm not one to say rush and go get it. You have to now, because you don't have to do anything. It's your money, it's your investment, it's your collection, and I don't want to dictate what you do. I'm not really into the FOMO or scare tactics because I don't make anything. If I did, maybe I'd have a little more push on something if there was something in it for me. The only thing in it for me here is sharing my journey and hopefully sharing in yours a little bit, and maybe giving you a little leg up in your research, because this is one aspect of your own research, this channel. So I'm not here to dictate what you do, but I'd like to help give you some information just from my own research and where that puts things. So the Elite Trainer box for Brilliant Stars, just just the Pokemon Center version. The other side of that, the regular ETB, not doing great, not going up at least. So that's okay. We always have 151, right? 151 has just been crushing it, and it's kind of making me uneasy. I gotta say, there's talk of reprints, there's talk of restocks, there's talk of holidays going to be booming, and I've been one of them talking about it because of all the whispers, the industry, online stores, different sources, things all pointing to this possibility, this probability. If that's the case, why are we shooting up so high? I get it. This is a Pokemon Center version. Fine. It's going to go up. This can't get more exclusive than that. I don't think they're going to have any additional ones of these coming into stock anytime soon, maybe ever again. But even on the regular ETB, which we'll get to after this, it's pretty surprising. And here we have our UPC from 151. Pokemon did a great job on this, and I think it was one of those things like the Charizard box where it was kind of like, it's okay. Printed into oblivion, price kind of plummeted. This one did similar, even though it's a great set. The price came down quite a bit, and now we see it just climbing. And here we have a little bit of a level off, but in that $140 range, that's pretty good there. When you get into shipping, it's going to be pushing you into that direction anyways. You have these little piecemeal things that are selling off, just promos, just little extras, and that's kind of bringing the overall average down. So you got to look at the listings in reality here. So we're almost 130 plus another 15, 145-ish dollars to get that thing to your door. So pretty wild stuff. Again, back to that regular ETB, Pokemon 151, this thing is pushing close to 90 for an ETB. If they're going to do a reprint, they're coming out with ETB, they're going to do the booster bundle. Those are going to be the main ones because they're the easier ones to reprint and get out there in the market. The UPC has a metal card, it has the playmat, it's got your deck box. There are things in there that take a little bit more production on the front end to get it out the door, which tells me there's a bit of a shot that they don't even do that. So we'll have to see. I'm not trying to create a worry in the market to say you better go get it at 150 or whatever it is right now, but be looking out for it. If we're going to be going this direction, pay attention to what that means for you and your pieces. But the Elite Trainer box would be a great pickup if they do reprint, in my opinion. Twilight Masquerade. This thing has just been a nice, steady climb here. Looking at 6 months. We're not even at a year, so that's kind of ridiculous. So the 6 month has been a pretty good, steady climb. And for very modern, that's pretty solid to be getting into that 145, almost 150 range on a booster box this early on. Does that mean it's going to hold? I don't know. I did pull up Chilling Reign. I pulled up Brilliant Stars and Fusion Strike, and those are all kind of ticking back down a little bit. I know there was some recovery from a little bit of that April, May, June kind of boom of alt arts, but there's been a little bit of recovery, and now all of a sudden, after it's leveled off, those booster boxes are coming down even more. So not a lot, but slightly moving in the downward direction. So that was the thing I was really surprised at in this here, where you're seeing ETBs pushing up, you're seeing ancillary products pushing up, you're seeing some single cards pushing up throughout these sets, but for the most part, the booster boxes are staying the same or not really growing that much as you go a little bit further back into Sword and Shield. But here in the Scarlet and Violet, there are a couple standout ones. Paldea Evolved is doing okay. That one actually took a little tick back, I think, by a few dollars. It wasn't worth bringing up and mentioning because it's kind of stable, but it's just a little on the down right now for the past few weeks. And then Twilight Masquerade, which is kind of on that steady climb up. So very interesting. We do have Obsidian Flames, which again, not a big climb, but it is trending up a little bit more. It had a steady climb for a little while there, getting us out of that $100 range, getting us to the 115, and now it's kind of floating around there up and down. So I'd say this is still in the trend up, but we might be in an even keel holding in that 115 range on Obsidian Flames. But those are the really only exceptions of booster boxes that I could pull out. The Charizard EX from Obsidian, same kind of thing, just wild on this one, where people see some value and then they dump it off and it's not really that important. Then it grows really quick back and really volatile, really quick movement. It's been the $40, $45 range for a while, but here we have, after 3 months, a 5% increase from the what was 42 to, or 43 almost, to getting close to 45.5. And if you go back further, yes, we were higher 6 months ago. So the current trend, it's stair-stepping wildly, but it is stair-stepping in an upward direction. I don't know how long that holds or if it maintains. This sitting around a $50 card for the long term makes kind of a lot of sense to me. It is the chase of the set. They are relatively easy because the pool of special illustration rares for Obsidian Flames and the pull rates being so high makes it a little bit easier to obtain if you were to open some packs, although that price is starting to climb too. So interesting to think about here on this particular card. A great looking card. I think it'll do well long term, but not a crazy heavy hitter, not a big price. We're not going to see this thing pushing into anything extravagant. Obsidian Flames, Pokemon Center, again, Elite Trainer Box, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box. We're over $100 now for this one. This is one, again, the set was kind of a pass. Very plain, simple, even though it's Charmander. I don't know if it's enough to hold this together. We just have this gradient, red into burgundy going, and it's just not really a whole lot happening on the ETB. As far as artwork, boring. It really is. It's boring to see it this way, but that's kind of what pulled us back. The pull rates kind of pulled us back. The availability kind of pulled us back. But now the time has taken over. We're seeing this trend of Obsidian pushing up a little bit because even though it's just a Charizard set, which is kind of common these days, you know what? It's going to hold up because Charizard has the legs for it. So Paldea Evolved, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box. Again, I cannot stress enough how interesting these things are, especially in the Scarlet Violet era, especially with the stamped promos, and how well they end up doing over time. And this is a very short time frame to be analyzing that. So we'll see what it looks like 3, 4, 5 years from now. But for now, they look like they're a good investment and trending. This kind of spike is a little bit unsettling here. That's going from 90 to almost 100 in the matter of, less than a month. We're looking at 2-3 weeks maybe. So crazy that it's moving that way. And what do we have here? 135 on that for your lowest. Wow. 135. Okay, that is what it is. It's got a Pikachu promo in there stamped, so that helps a lot. Paldea Evolved again, going to the Build and Battle Stadium. These are done. They don't make these anymore for these recent sets. I just don't think they did well enough. This one was sitting pretty low considering it retails for, I thought it was like $50, $49.99. Maybe it's, I don't remember. If somebody knows, comment down below and let me know what the MSRP on these are, or should be, I guess. And here we are at the $43 range. It's only just coming up. It's, again, I don't think we even hit MSRP for this, so this may be a decent pickup just to have a handful of packs. It's 11 packs. There's 2 build and battle kits with 4 each, and then you have 3 additional packs. They used to do 4, but now it's 3. Fine, whatever. So you have 11 packs in there. Not great pack value, but you have the promos potential in there as well. So, things to think about. I thought this one was interesting. I don't know if this is anything of value because it seems to be a complete anomaly. I was hopeful to be looking into Scarlet and Violet base and seeing that there'd be any growth. Booster box is still sitting at 92. Maybe that's growth from a week ago or 2 weeks ago, but it's not really growth in the market of Pokemon cards. So this particular one, I guess when you're only one that lists, you can put whatever you want and go ahead and get $35 just because it's got a Gengar from Lost Origin. I think it's Lost Origin. Hard to see the set there. I don't remember. So yeah, not a good thing to be viewing. But if you do like some of these check lane blisters, one thing to note are the promos. These here, where they redo it with the 3 cards there, usually they have the full evolution of a line. They're not promos. They're from other sets. They might come with a different holo pattern or something. But if you have a popular Pokemon like Gengar, those are worth holding on to just for the sealed value, the evolution line, and a star Pokemon like that on the front of it, all holding an otherwise lackluster set of a pack. So, is this worth $35? No, it's worth about $6, in my opinion, if you're going to go that route. But if you're the one selling, you can charge whatever you want. And they got 2, so jump on it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just kidding. It was interesting. Just kind of thought I'd pull it up. It's kind of a side piece there. Looking at the 3-pack blisters, looking at check lane blisters, the promo can elevate it and take it to another level for the long term. Another example. You look at the Umbreon versus the Ice Cube. When it comes to Evolving Skies, the Umbreon is so far above the Ice Cube, 3 packs inside each. It's literally that promo. And you know what? You're going to get a promo if you go ahead and crack one of these 3-pack blisters from Stellar Crown. I'm giving away 2 of them, and I'm also giving away the Galarian Articuno tin from Crown Zenith, as well as a Pokemon Mystery Prize. 2,500 subscribers, and we get there. All you got to do is like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell because I post 7 days a week. If you want to know how to enter exactly, hopefully you've been here before. If you haven't, watch any other of my videos. But go to the description below. I spell it out exactly what you need to do. You got to leave an additional comment on that linked video where the giveaway started. Again, we got like 300 some odd subscribers to go, and we are really, really close. It's been climbing. I appreciate you all so much. Again, I post 7 days a week. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.